believe it or not, this is even too messy for me. I need to clear the deck somehow. Okay, so what I was thinking was down here would be like, that's like your standard small town. This over here. Let's see what else I am missing. I am missing we're going to cut that off. Kind of like this because it shows the history. And then I like this. Which is part of the Flat Rock Playhouse. You can tell I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's okay. Okay guys, this is it so far. So I started out with the greetings from North Carolina. Sorry about the light here. Okay. And then across this way are different attractions. This is the lodge at Lake Lure, Southern Appalachian Theater. And then this is a restored railroad. So saying here, Mother Nature designed our set, and we've added the rest. Chimney Rock, Lake Lure, Forest City, Rutherford, and I'm not sure what town that is. Something. The Power of Water. Now over here are some historic pages out of that book. There's a map. Western portion of North Carolina, Chimney Rock. This is the Mountain View Inn from 1922. And then this is James Flack. He's in Bat Cave. And then here's all like Lake Lure Inn, Switzerland Inn, different attractions, Chimney Rock is down there, Sapphire. That's the Great Seal of the state of North Carolina. This is like a rural town. You've got your church, you've got your government, you've got the houses. Folk heroes for everybody who's taking care of each other. And then to be continued. So you might notice that like some of the pictures are like wrinkled and worn away and ripply, and that was not an intended effect, although I know that that happens with magazine pages, and I also know it happens just in general depending on the glue that you use. Now I've gone over all of this with more matte gel medium, so I'm waiting for that to dry. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next, but I think the wrinkling and the like sogginess is appropriate right now, being as this whole area is just ravaged from the storm and mud and water and all of that. So it's imperfect, but I think it's fitting. So that's what I have so far. I'm going to think about what I want to do as far as I want to get some paint in there. Right now it's really just a collage. I want to get a little paint in there, a little color to accentuate some things. Like I want to kind of like make this be brighter, like this is the bright future of recovery. Just like this was like the shiny bright tourism, old history. Yeah, I have to let it dry though, because if I'm ever going to fold this, I need it to be dry first, and even then it might crack, and that's okay too. Good morning. So now this morning I'm experimenting a little bit. I took a magazine page and I took some of this parchment. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's actually parchment. It feels waxy to me. It's for making tortillas in a tortilla press. So what I did was I painted red and blue watercolor on it, and then glued it to this magazine page to see how the page shows through. So that's pretty good. I mean, if I did that on this collage that I made, that would show through. Then I took 1 ply of napkin and did the same thing, and that's also pretty good. And then I was thinking that like this creation here, it's going to have to be like folded and possibly unfolded several times. And so an overlay might just want to come loose if it keeps going through that. I also didn't actually care for this red watercolor because it looks pretty pink, and the blue looks a different blue than like the flag. So when I was driving around yesterday, I was thinking about like how to get color on there that you can still see through, etc., without adding another layer of paper. So I thought, what if I got crayons and colored what I wanted on it, and then flipped it over and did like an iron-on. And so I tried that this morning. This was this paper with 2 stripes on it. Let's see. So I colored this paper with the stripes, put it face down, and then instead of using an iron, I just heated up an empty pot on the stove. And when it was warm, it only took like 2 seconds, I came out and pressed on it and ironed it. So there's like no more waxy residue on this, even though there's still color. And the wax has become part of this page and actually doesn't feel waxy at all. Now it's great for these white areas, really not so great for here. This, which I liked. I also liked on this that, you know, the base is white, so red, white, and blue, as opposed to just red and blue. But I think I'm going to go with this. And then if I need to accentuate it with some other type of paint or chalk pastel or something, I will do that. But the thing is, since it really doesn't show that great on color, I'm thinking what I'll do is choose my areas where it will go. Like maybe just here. Maybe just red, white, and blue here. And, you know, not even up there. And I'm going to have to, if I do these little square sheets, I'm going to have to do like several of them. Well, maybe not. I can do one. Oh, my scraps are sticking to it because it has glue on it. If I do one. Maybe 2. So that's what I'm going to try out now, and we shall see how it goes. I don't need it to look like a totally superimposed flag. I just want some of those colors in it. Okay, so not too bad. You can see the red, the blue. When I was doing this, I recalled that I had another image that I wanted to put on here. Yeah, do I want this on here? No, I don't want that on there. Let's see. I think it was in here. It's in one of these books. This one. Where do I want to put it? Maybe there. All right, so what if I just take a little of this? Alrighty, well that's it for now. I might add to it as I go along. maybe punch some white stars or red, white, and blue stars around. My purpose for doing this is to kind of almost try and exercise some of the thoughts that I have around this event. So, I only get my news from certain sources, and I spend a lot of time on YouTube, and as I'm sure you guys know, once you look up one thing on YouTube, the algorithm says that that's what you want to see all the time. So then you get more and more of that. And it's also kind of tough to decide what's true and what's not true. So suffice it to say that this was Western North Carolina was a beautiful natural area that depended a lot on tourism and really enjoyed their geography. And the natural beauty of the area. Mother Nature designed our set, and we've added the rest. Mother Nature is redesigning that set for better or worse. And we are going to add the rest by helping each other out, carving new spaces, and deciding what the future is going to be. Not everybody's going to stay. Not everybody's going to be able to. I wanted to get the red, white, and blue here, not necessarily for the government, but for the American spirit of everybody who pitched in the early days and is still doing that. And actually, many places are only just getting help now. And, a lot of the early helpers, they're now needing somebody to come in and give them a reprieve. So, that's why I have the folk heroes here. It's the folks, it's the town and the community that's carrying forth that American spirit. And of course, it's to be continued. And so now I feel like what I can do is I can fold this up for a while. I can I have the luxury of putting it away for a while. I will tune in every now and then to see what's going on in the area. I'll probably donate again to the area. But, I needed to kind of put that to rest for a bit. So that's a big section of this this little signature. And maybe as I learn about these places through the news or through YouTube or however I learn about them, I might take this out again and look at it. I might open up those magazines and look at it. And I'm actually interested to see what Our State magazine has planned for their next issue. Thank you for joining me. I know this probably wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but that's what art journaling for me is all about. Is if you're feeling restless, if you're feeling obsessed, if you don't know what you're feeling, you can take out a piece of paper and just start. And usually whatever's on your mind will come to you. So thanks for joining me in this little exercise. And let me know if you've done anything similar in any other situations of your life. I appreciate you watching.